on to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that goal.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Complete on 3rd down. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Off-play action. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Moving out of the pocket. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space. It's Martin. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Thurman. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 24,
a fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on! Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take him.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He's got trips left, single receiver right on 2nd and 2. Got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw again. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive play.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Let's send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a cut! Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself. Kept it at least past the mark. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now the play fake. Wiggles free. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Flying down the left side. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They've already picked up a couple of first downs on this possession. Now they'll snap it from their own 35. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. It's Evans. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He's looking to throw. Fires on the run. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here.
Brings into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. Jackson gonna throw it. Dances away. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, fourth down.
The Gamecocks will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Harbor. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed...
Turning it on! He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards.
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. But to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. That's reeled in, it's Harbor. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give to Davis. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
With the catch, it's Evans. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And here they come, almost all the way back. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
That's caught. It's Selden. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late.
There he goes. And he was off off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. And now on second down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 28 over James Madison. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances.
And here comes the heat, and they get it home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Rushes on him. The throw. Finds the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Trailing trailing by a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. He's going to run it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Goes to the option. Going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.